I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. Tell you, these are some of the teams down south we've been putting our eyes on a lot recently.
Yep.
Each one of these teams got some great young talent, man. Great young talent on all three of these teams. You got Trae Young, John Collins over there with the Hawks. You got Zion and Brandon Ingram with the Pelicans. You got Jaren Jackson Jr. over there with the Grizz. Oh, I can't leave out Lonzo with the Pelicans as well. JoJo, Lonzo been hooping.
8 threes.
It's a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of talent in this league. Overall.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's all about that drive, that work ethic, and you know, trying to get it done on that defensive end, especially. So, in your opinion, T, which one of these teams has the best upside going forward?
Now, I want to make sure we clarify this because you talk upside. So we talking organizational, like, or are we talking the talent on the floor roster? Like we talking roster.
Let's say as is. Let's say the current roster as constructed with the core pieces. Okay. Because I'm assuming the Hawks gonna hold on to Trae and John. I'm assuming the Pelicans gonna hold on to Zion and Bi, and we assuming that the Grizz will hold on to Ja and Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson.
So all cores the same. Which one do you see being a contender first?
I'll be honest with you. I gave them a lot of early on attention, and I'm gonna say it is Atlanta.
Now hold on, that T.
I know Ja, my boy. I know.
Yeah, and Ja, your boy.
I know Ja, my boy.
And again, you great at evaluating talent now. But weren't you out on Trae?
I was out on Trae.
Okay.
And I was not sold on the style of game. And maybe I just didn't think I didn't know if his skills would translate. I really didn't. I know he was a great passer. I know he would, but I thought about like his size and his ability to get his shot off and stuff. But I guess in this league, you can do it. And he I think he's worked at it. I'll be honest. I think he has worked at his craft a lot more. And they've always talked about him being a hardworking guy and things of that sort. But I'm just looking at the Hawks right now. Mainly, it's kind of hard for me because I want to say Hawks or Pelicans, but some nights Brandon Ingram frustrates me. And I wonder sometimes about how do I put it? Is Stan Van Gundy just Alvin Gentry all over again? Is Stan Van Gundy just Alvin Gentry?
Now, I know Alvin, I thought the criticism on Alvin was all offense. It seemed like the criticism on Stan is all defense and old school.
But where the defense at though? Because I ain't seen it. Not with New Orleans. So, you know, and remember Orlando.
Counted basket. Okay.
Orlando, they could score buckets back then. You know, I mean, they had scores. I just really like what the Hawks have been doing. I did say that the Hawks would be a playoff team this year. I really thought that they, you know, with the addition of Gallinari, the addition of Bogdanovich, I think Capella has been, as I've been saying, he is talented enough to help a team.
America,
he's not trash.
My brother been trying to tell me about Clint Capella for
He's not
years now.
He's not trash. He's a
project. I didn't say he was trash, T.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm saying whoever else out there.
I say he was dependent on James back in Houston. Now he's dependent on Trae.
Right.
But that's the offense they running. Now,
That's right.
shit. Trae, I would have to look up Trae's usage rate.
Oh, it's stupid. I'm sure it's 30+%.
Got to be.
I mean, but
Got to.
you got kids, but I mean, they still got Cam Reddish, who if he can figure his
Ooh,
thing out,
Cam, yeah,
and you
Cam.
got DeAndre Hunter from Virginia, won the title 2 years ago. I mean, you got
Oh,
DeAndre Hunter. I
yeah,
mean, they got guys that can
got guys.
score, they can defend. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Hunter's supposed to be a two-way guy. Hunter's supposed to be one of them guys that can do it both sides of the floor. Capella's a defender. I wouldn't say John Collins is just a true big defender, but he's a body and he's a great rebounder.
So coming out of the Duke, what was your prognostication on Cam Reddish? What?
Streaky shooter.
So you didn't see much.
Maybe hot, maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe get hot some nights, really fill it up.
right.
Um, I wondered if he would do more to get better, like really work on his post game or maybe getting the Carmelo package a little bit with some things.
Because
It's just
I know Zion ended up with the Zion Cam in the tournament and all that shit.
mm,
Cam Reddish, Williamson, and RJ Barrett were all highly touted.
mm,
Like top 5 picks, they finna be that shit. Oh,
mm,
this one of them damn recruiting class. Coach Caden did it.
yeah,
And it seemed like we just saw with RJ Barrett, Anthony Edwards just trolled the fuck out his ass the
missed
other
that.
day.
I didn't see that.
Woo! Yeah, he flamed them up, cuz. He was
Yeah, I
like,
ain't see
look, at
that.
the end of the game, we were just trying to keep the ball from Drew Randall. Barrett got the ball, and that's who we wanted to take the shot.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Steve
all
Nash
that.
godson. Ooh,
All that. So hopefully that light a fire up under well, that should light a fire up under him.
yeah.
But Cam Reddish was supposed to be a little more.
And he's been injured, banged up. Um, I think a lot of where he fell in the draft was based upon his which is the word down on the bottom of the screen, upside. A lot of people were looking at the upside of the kid. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, I said the Hawks. Don't get me wrong. I know you asked me about Ja and everything. The Grizzlies
They ain't bad till they
are a
24
good
and
team.
they 24 and
They are a good
23.
team.
The Hawks
They are a
are
good team.
26 and 24.
They
It's
are a
just
good
that
team.
the Grizz are in the West,
They are a good team. They're missing Jaren Jackson Jr., which I think would be a very great addition. It's going to be a very good addition if he comes back. I think he's coming back soon. My only thing about Ja though is some nights I just don't see him asserting himself like I once thought he like I thought he would. I thought he would really like some nights just be a dog and just kind of like we saw in the tournament when he was at Murray State. Just man, he imposes his will. Like you're gonna have to deal with me all night, and it's just like sometimes I think Ja just takes nights off, or maybe or just I ain't figured him out yet. Maybe he's just still trying to feel himself out in the league and stuff. I mean, when he makes wild plays, but that consistent, you're gonna have to send doubles my way. You're gonna have to do things to stop me from doing what I do best. And then some nights I just think Josh just so lax. It just seems like he just kind of sits back and chills, and he'll let Valanciunas eat. Or when Jaren Jackson was playing, Jaren was eating. I mean, and he got great talent too. Brandon Clark, Dylan Brooks. They got good, solid players all
They
around.
got
Justice
got
Winslow,
peace.
they got pieces, man. I mean, but it's just like, man, sometimes I just want to see Ja like explode for like 40 or
Yeah.
35, and I don't see that, So that's why I'm more sided with the Hawks. The only thing I can say though is the Pelicans they got a lot of draft capital. And there's no telling what they can do with that squad going forward. I mean, they could package that and get a vet. They could do a lot of different things. David Griffin, I think we talked about this in episodes with David Griffin. He's a intelligent GM, and that Anthony Davis Hall, that's gonna be key in the future, man. They got a lot of picks, they got a lot of stuff to work with. So New Orleans ain't out of the woodworks now from
Yeah, because
becoming.
that's who I was gonna roll with to you is New
Mm,
Orleans, because Zion is unstoppable. That motherfucker field goal percentage is outrageous. Folks
it
talking
is.
about him shooting the ball, which he looks serviceable from Trae ball, but he ain't got to shoot no goddamn Trae ball. The motherfucker, folks moving out his way.
They getting out
They
his way.
moving out the motherfucker way.
Yeah.
Bi was an all-star last year, not
2
this
years
year.
ago. That's right.
Lonzo coming on, even though I need the NBA media to do a little better job. 'Cause I got some folks telling me Lonzo won't out. I got other motherfuckers telling me that Lonzo loves the team. Then I got some motherfuckers telling me he loved the team but hate New Orleans. So I don't know what the fuck to think about what's going on with that situation.
Well, what
Josh
LeVar
Hart,
tell you? What LeVar tell you?
yeah, count the basket again, my goddamn brother. You
Yeah.
right. So that's
Yeah.
the truth there that he won't out. So I don't know how long he gonna be there. Then you're right. Josh Hart plays hard. Folks need to start running out. Stop running the fuck out. I saw on Twitter motherfuckers comparing Josh Hart to Charles Barkley and Dennis Rodman rebounding the basketball. Stop it, Twitter. Stop it. Stop
But
the
nah, I ain't gonna do that.
bullshit. Stop
I ain't
the
gonna do
bullshit.
that.
Stop the bullshit.
I ain't gonna do that.
To get a defensive board in the NBA, all your ass got to do is be down there. Y'all ever played 21 America? If you play 21 with 3 people, just be the motherfucker that don't guard nobody. You're gonna get the rebound. That, I'm not saying
Yeah.
Josh Hart don't guard nobody, but I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
easy to get a defensive board in the NBA right now.
It is. It is.
So don't do that, or don't compare that man to Chuck and Dennis Rodman. Just stop. But I fuck with Josh Hart. They got a lot of pieces, but then I look at their record. They 5 games below 500. Oh no, as we taping. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just stick some D.
Yep.
So I want to say them, T.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at that like, what the fuck?
I understand, man. I just don't know.
They still young.
They young. They super
But
young,
everybody we
man.
talking about young. Everybody we talking about young though.
They young. They all young. I mean, you could really maybe say the Hawks probably are the oldest team of the group. When you pitch in Gallinari, Capella.
Capella done been in some wars.
He done been in.
He done been in some of them Western Conference battles.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I don't see him like running away and folding up against the Eastern Conference, Giannis and those guys. He's not gonna run away.
He'd been in some shit out west. Yeah,
he's done it. So it is interesting though. I mean, all 3 of these teams are really good teams. They can beat the majority of the teams in the league any given night. I mean, it's just a matter of how do they all make it mesh. I mean, chemistry and everything, that's a big thing. And I think Nate McMillan being hired in Atlanta is a good thing.
They seem to fuck with him. I was watching them and they won a close game.
Yeah.
And they were hugging Nate after that game.
Yeah.
This regular season game.
Yeah. I think they respect Nate.
Like he got a good rapport with them. Yeah.
I hope it continues. I hope they continue to kind of ride for Nate and everything, because I think Nate got a raw deal in Indiana to begin with. But maybe Nate saw the error of his ways in Indiana and maybe let me change the style in which I coach. And for him to get a team like Atlanta, who is a kind of a quick-paced team, it's not like Indiana. Maybe Nate's like, I know what to do with this. I know, and maybe impressed them in interviews and stuff and said, hey, look, I know what to do. I know how to make this work. So, but it's gonna be interesting, man, going forward here, man, because we're getting close. May 16th coming.
Well, we trying to get up out this thing. I'm fully vaccinated. Know you halfway there.
Yeah.
Shit. Hopefully the other brothers will. I know Ray sees Leo will. Hopefully JoJo. You gotta see what his hard thing. But we're gonna pull up on these boy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We gonna have to hit that slab and go pull up on these teams, and you know what I'm saying, really check them out to see. But y'all tell us, America, who y'all think has the best upside between the Hawks, Pelicans, and Grizzlies. Go over to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We want to hear you over there. Put it on something.
Yes, sir.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard her. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.